I see you. We were miles from where we started. At this point, we were tired, but there was no turning back. Then I looked down and saw the encouragement we needed to finish.
Did you finally realize your dreams of having a family, only to have your happily ever after turn into a nightmare? Does your home feel unsafe? Are you constantly second-guessing your parenting? If these questions feel uncomfortably close to home, take a breath. You're not alone, and there is a path forward. Hi neighbor, I'm Tim, an adoptive parent and adoption mentor. If you're a struggling adoptive parent searching for answers in your parenting journey, you're in the right place. I teach Christian adoptive parents how to be okay, even if their kids aren't, by anchoring them in biblical principles. Anchors of hope and healing are on the way.
Years ago, before kids, my wife and I participated in bicycle rides. It was great exercise. It was a great way for us to spend time together. We would travel to different cities where these events were being held. The nice thing about these rides were you had SAG support. In other words, the course was marked, you knew where to go, there were periodic rest stops with food and water, and along the course, there were organizers monitoring in trucks just in case someone needed help or needed a ride back to town. We loved these events so much, we even organized a bicycle ride in our hometown for several years. I remember one ride in particular that we participated in. It was a hot day. We were miles out on the course. We had a map. We had been watching the markings, so we knew we were on the right path. But I remember looking down. We were out in the middle of nowhere. And on the road, instead of the regular markings, which, let me describe those to you, they were a circle with a line at the top of the circle to indicate which direction you were to go. But instead of that typical marking, someone had taken the time to mark a smiley face on the road. I immediately got a smile on my face because what that told me was somebody was thinking of me. I didn't know who that person was. But what it said to me was, I see you. You've got this. It made such an impression on me that when I got home and we were marking the course for our event, 60 plus miles, my wife would drive me around and I would either hang out the car and mark the road really quickly, or I'd have to get out and mark an intersection. We were out in the middle of nowhere in our course. And I remember telling her, let me out. And I just marked a smiley face on the road. I did that a few times in some of the more remote areas of the course. Well, you know what? When the riders got back and filled their surveys out, some of them commented on those markings, those simple smiley faces, and how much they appreciated them. It only took a few seconds of our time, but the riders really appreciated them. I remember how they made me feel, and it made our riders feel the same way. Recently, I've been participating in some conversations online, trying to encourage other adoptive parents. In those comments, I've been sharing my story, much like I do on this podcast. And just like the smiley faces that were on the road when I was doing the bicycle rides, there have been people commenting to me with the simple phrase, I see you. It's had the same effect to me that those smiley faces did years ago. 3 simple words, I see you. It tells me that there's somebody out there who cares, and someone out there who's telling me, you've got this. I know how long the adoption journey is. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good times. But there are also some very lonely times. Times that challenge you. Some days those challenges can feel really heavy. Holidays can feel even heavier. Whenever you're listening to this episode, it doesn't matter whether we know each other personally. I just want you to know that I see you. You've got this. Let's get to your daily doable. If you know of a friend who could use some encouragement, share this episode with them as well. Some other ideas that I thought of that I wanted to share as well. Hold the door open for a complete stranger. Say hi neighbor to them. Post a smiley face emoji in a comment that you leave. Or simply tell someone, I see you. It will go a long way to encouraging them. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope this has encouraged you today to realize you aren't alone. I see you. Until next time, this is Tim encouraging you to do what you can now.
I hope today's episode encouraged you to face the storms in your parenting journey with courage and confidence. If so, would you please share this episode with another adoptive parent? It would also bless me and the mission of this podcast if you would take a couple of minutes and leave a review for the show on Apple Podcast. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now.